Okay, I think I fixed it. Hello, folks. Sorry I'm late. I was tinkering with my PC today, and of course I broke something. So, but we're back in. Can you guys hear this? Ding, 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 ding. This thing. And how's my volume? Excuse me. Oh, it's good to be back. I love vacations and hate vacations. It's a good time, but I don't like breaking my routine. And any of you who tuned in to my Sunday stream 10 days ago, it was kind of a disaster. So, remote stream fail. Not necessarily due to the remote part. I think you guys said the audio was okay, but the game I chose to play, not so good. Not so good for streaming. I still got to try and get that working again, because I had it working full screen, and then as soon as I tried to stream, not so much. That's right, we were in the middle of this conversation, and I made a save because I wanted to roll back and try and fix this. In fact, hold on a second. I remember now, last stream, I made a sticky note. Here it is. And there was some stuff we were going to try and work on. Okay, got that now. So let's see, do I have a save right before this? Yep. Work on MQ12 scenes where you wrote the sticky note. That's what I made the save. Okay then. So we're prepared for this. All right, we're not going to jump into it right away. We'll play for a few minutes and then we'll roll back and do that. So let's
how's it going, Paul?
We'll do some audio checks here.
And crackers. You must be the ones with the ASM sensors, eh?
Me and my partner here, yeah. And they're called ASAMs.
Is it true what the old geezer said? Can ASMs really help build up settlements?
Well, sure, as long as what your settlement needs are some homes or farms or a scrap heap. But I should warn you, recently there's been some trouble with...
Gee, a scrap heap. Well, that settles it. We'll take 100 ASMs, please. How many caps does that come to?
Whoa, slow down. We're not just peddling some product here. Besides, I'm not even sure we should be handing these things out anymore.
What makes you say that?
And don't tell me you've already forgotten. That Aiden guy may have been a Brahmin's ass, but he did have a point. It's a fair bet that settlement got attacked because they used ASAMs. Who's to say the same thing wouldn't happen again?
Hey, welcome everybody. Russian Golden, welcome to the stream. Far Harbor Marine, what's your PC specs on Xbox? Well, Bethesda broke the game on Xbox, unfortunately. So, next gen, it is so crashy. Even on my Series X, I can't play SS2 anymore. So, it is next gen. So, we need them to patch the game. It is, some people have managed to make it decently onto Xbox, but I have found it to be unplayable. Fallout 4 to be unplayable currently, which is unfortunate.
There's no good answer. Taking action puts us at risk, but inaction could be deadly.
I'm just not sure it's right to...
I think Hubert was definitely inspired Canadian. Like, just the
You're concerned about giving
stereotype
to strangers. Why not have them join us instead? I've got no problem.
Am I peaking on my mic? Yeah, a little bit. Let me
Hey,
lower the
we'd
volume
be
a little
happy
bit.
to join
Actually,
with
hold
you.
on a second.
Right now, we're kind of living rough, so whatever it takes to get some...
Okay, is that any better? I see
I don't know.
my mic is listed twice. Hold on a second here. Let's see here. Yeah, my microphone had 2 inputs. Alright, reduced one of them. And then we'll lower the volume on this one. How's that? Is that about better? Are we not peaking anymore? Alright, here we go.
You need to decide, Jake. What's it gonna be?
I don't know. After the whole Gunner thing. Well, what do you think, Slick? What's the right thing to do?
Don't worry. I'll get you up and running.
Really? You'd have us? Oh, geez, thanks.
I still think we may be asking for trouble. But I think you're right. We can't be scared to help folks. Okay, let's do this.
Oh, you really don't know what this means to us. Thank you so much.
No problem. Welcome to the family. Sorry, what's your name?
Hubert. Here, I'll mark where we're staying on your Pip-Boy. I'll run ahead and tell the others. Meet you there, eh?
I'll tag along with the youngin'. I'm fairly familiar with sensors by now. I'll get his people up to speed before you arrive.
Here, Slick, take these. A few extra ASAMs, in case you need them. Let's get these folks up and running. And if the gunners do show up again, well, we'll just have to put them in their place, won't we? I'm gonna get back to repairing the hub. Oh, and thanks again for listening today. Good luck now.
Okay, there we go. I know we got a Sam's for Hubert here.
If I had a cap for every time I heard that damned Warris song, I'd...
Alright, off they go. Alright, what's my PC specs? I don't know offhand. It's the system. I have two different systems. What I'm playing on right now is pretty decent. But SS2 was originally built on like a minimum system specs machine. So if you look at the minimum specs for Fallout 4, you should be able to run the game fine if you're on a PC. PC fortunately doesn't crash as much as Xbox does, especially when you start getting into heavy settlement builds. So you don't need a huge fancy system. I mean, how old is Fallout 4 now? Like, when was that? 2015, so almost 10 years old. I think it came out in November, right?
It must be weird living in a vault.
Where'd you come
Hi
from,
there.
kid?
Hi, mister.
Just a random Concord kid. Okay. 10 years in November. Heck yeah. That's crazy. Alright, let's see here. What are we up to next? Who can Sam? Yeah, alright, we'll do this quest, and then we will double back and start working on some of these fixes that I left myself a note for. But first of all, what is this right here? Oh, take the picture of Jake to Dylan. Yeah, let's go do that. Since we stealth ninja took a photo. Mr. Jake. Not creepy at all. Yeah, time does fly, man. Today I plugged one of the things I was doing on my PC that got messed up is I found my old Oculus, like the original Oculus Rift. And I just was curious if it still worked, so I plugged it in. And the app you have to download and install it, gets it all ready. And then I put on the headset, and it gave me a list of all of the apps that I had for it. And it said last played 9 years. I was like, Oculus has been out for 9... We've had VR for 9 years? What? When?
Things. Bring
it
pretty
hanging?
things to Dylan. Dylan may call
Oh, hey there.
pretty
You get that picture yet?
Kinda.
Or are you looking for a bit of one-on-one convo with yours truly?
Yep, got it right here.
Hey, what do you know? Knew you could get it done. Let me see it. Oh, damn, this is good. You got a real eye for photography. Hey, how about you keep the cam, huh? If you snap a picture of an outfit you think will look good on you, come on by and I'll see if I can replicate it. And, hey, I really do appreciate the help. If you want to stop and shop, may be able to give you a discount.
All right, let's buy ourselves some outfits. Dylan, come here. Come here. Oh, yeah! Laranja Maracuja finally played SS2 to completion with a character. Mod really only got better. Loved the end game. Thinking of doing an evil run in the future using the SKK Synth Infiltrator player mod and the No Minutemen options SS2 offers. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, it's meant. I mean, we try to be compatible. What are you doing, Dylan? Oh, it's probably nighttime, so I'm going to bed. We try and be compatible with everything, so you should be able to play it however you want it. Like, we don't require you to do any of the vanilla quests, so in theory, you should be able to do that. Combination should be no problem. But glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, the end game of SS2 really came together. I really like the way we got to incorporate all the different factions and stuff. Russian Gold, I want to ask, but I don't know if it's appropriate. Were you aware of HQ rooms being weirdly generated? E.g. cafeteria, some rooms in office levels, and hangar. Can you be more specific other than weirdly generated? What do you mean? But yes, there are some oddities in HQ. I'm aware of that. But if you have specifics, I can try and answer. Romanceable the Ron. Whew. I don't think Cyrus would be against that, but I don't know if Zurich would be up for writing it. Cyrus is the voice actor. I think he would get a kick out of it. Uh-oh. Are we frozen? Going back into the Commonwealth. Always risky business.
Oh, yeah!
Hey, we survived. We survived a load screen. Alright. Who can I Sam? Here we come. Oh, they're still... Are they still walking? I don't know. Alright, we got a Walden Pond object or map marker. Let's use it. You cried at the credits, Kaz? I did too a little bit, but it was like a tear joy to see it. Because that was like a really... You know, one of those moments like, wow, we actually did it. We got to the end. After how many years?
Maximum crabs!
Guys, Voice of Palooza is just a couple months away. It's happening again. Who knows what kind of crab shenanigans we'll get into this year. Also, I am told that my crab character that I promised you guys is written, and I'm going to love it. I have not seen it yet, and it's not in development yet, but it is happening. Just I don't have a timeline yet. There's a lot of stuff in flux right now. Uh-oh. Behemoth. Hi, dog meat. I'm playing Nuka World first mess with SS2. No, I shouldn't. I'm sure you get some oddities, but like with if you try and capture your own settlements and they're ones that you're trying to use with SS2, that could be maybe that could get weird. Okay, there's another one for our list. We need to figure out how to disable this random encounter over here. Somebody suggested something. I don't remember if it was on the forums or during one of these streams. And it was a really good idea of, for this section and for the earlier quest where the raiders are holding hostage, we could inject our own random encounter into this location so that it takes precedence and just make it do nothing. And then that could solve the problem. And I really like that. It's a very clever solution. So I want to write this down. Inject random encounter for who can ASAM and MQ04 to prevent weird spawns. I don't know that this area might not have a random encounter. This might be a standard one, but I'm pretty sure the other one with the bugs that happens near the raiders, I think that is a random encounter. So that could work for that, but I'll take a look. We'll take a look.
That's Commonwealth justice for you.
You're a moron every day of the week, Hubert. Couldn't you have taken just one day off?
Hey, lay off. Maybe Hubert's onto something. What's the harm in just hearing them out?
I know this.
See? Here they are now. I told ya.
Oh, we got the blackface bug. Bummer.
You really
Thanks,
are
Fallout.
an idiot, Hubert. After I've dealt with this, remind me to explain the meaning of low profile
Teresa too.
to you. Okay, that's far enough. Throw your weapon on the ground. Let's see those hands in the air.
Ho, let's calm down. Let's talk this out.
There's nothing to talk about. Hubert may have asked to join you, but he doesn't speak for all of us. And I don't for a second believe what he or this old man say about these ASM sensors.
ASAMs.
ASAM, whatever. Look, I don't want to hurt you, but I don't trust your reasons for being here. So please, just hand over your weapon.
But I want to help you guys.
Sorry, I'm not buying it.
Okay, fine. Here's everything I've got.
Finally. Thank you. I'll just put your weapon in this footlocker. Nice and safe. Don't worry. You'll get it back when we're done here.
See, Stodge? He handed over his
Oh
weapons.
God, Hubert.
Nice and friendly.
It's not a good look on you, buddy.
He's not here to hurt us. So why not listen about the Asums now, eh? If we join this nice fella, he'd help us build this place into a real home.
Youngest, right. Seen these sensors in action myself. Just the thing for a fledgling settlement.
Okay, fine. If it shuts the two of you up, I'll listen. But I'm still not convinced these things are the answer to a new home.
The scene is buggy philosophy. Love had the scene hang at a certain point. Do you remember where you had it hang, Raven?
What would it take to
This is a complicated scene, so
Even if
recreating
I
it would
did
be
believe these ASAMs do
a
everything
challenge.
I've been told, how do I know we could trust you? We just had our old home taken from us by goddamn mercenaries. Had to flee just so we wouldn't become indentured workers. So I can't say I'm thrilled with the idea of us running, only to be leashed by some new landlord, making promises they can't keep. Even if these senses of yours work, I'd need to know we're not signing over our independence and freedom. I need to know you're on the level.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Sorry, but your words just sound hollow to me.
All I can give you is my word. And a bunch of caps.
All right, I'm convinced.
Just like that?
Well, you put your money where your mouth is. If you were just some snake oil salesman, you'd be gouging us for caps, not giving them to us. Okay, I'll go along with this whole sensor thing. We'll join with you. You better not try and screw us over.
Oh, great. Was Stodge on board? Everyone else will fall right in line.
But I've one condition, and it's non-negotiable. We'll join with you, and use your sensors. But you gotta let us decide how we use them. If we're gonna make a new home, then we should have the say in how it's built.
Fair enough.
All right. Well then, I think we can make this work. Okay, everyone, listen up. This is how we're gonna do things. We need to decide on a leader. Someone who can take charge of the building effort, and then run the place once construction's done. Most of us have skills that'd be useful in a leadership position. So anyone who thinks they're up to the task, step forward and make yourself known. I'll go first.
Oh man, getting them to take a step forward. It's a challenge.
I can't say I expected Hubert
Oh,
to step
that's right, they all
forward.
stepped forward.
What are you doing, old man? You're not one of us.
I've already benefited from the sensors. If I can, I'd like to return some of the kindness shown to me. And
Dog meat stepped forward.
I know I may not look like much, but I've been around a while.
You know, dog meat makes a heck of a commander.
Some useful guidance, at least until you're on your feet.
Fair enough. But all three of us can't lead. We'll have to pick just one of us.
Hey, I've got an idea.
Oh man,
Why don't you
that
decide
bug
who
is so
gets put in
awful.
charge? I think you'd probably choose a good leader.
I want to know how did Bethesda never run into that one? You would think that that would be like a big, scary red flag. We got to fix this because it just looks so bad, and it's so easy to replicate too.
All right. I'll do it.
Well, that's all kinds of fantastic. I can't wait to see who you pick.
Okay. All right, we're going to shortcut this. We'll just pick Stodge. I usually pick Hubert because I think it's funny, but there's all sorts of wackiness that happens when the children of Adam come and take over because they just are angry at everybody.
Huh? You made up your mind?
So,
I've made my choice.
Oh? Who'd you pick?
How about you?
Smart pick. You made the right choice.
Daniel Moore, hello, how's it going? It is going good. It feels good to be home. I was on way too long a vacation. Was missing the routine. And this has been one of my favorite playthroughs ever to do. It is so nice to be able to mess with all the code and fix little issues. And okay, how did I only lose... What? I'm very confused what happened there. Okay, well he left me with my fat man. He just took my 10 mil. Okay. It's weird that he took my... Oh, you know what I bet it is? I wonder if there were bullets that spawned in there, because I can't see any reason that it would take my shotgun shells or whatever it was that it took. It was not the bullets for this gun. Alright, where did they go? I saw it was Sunshine. They should just take the road. Oh, they're there, right behind me. Wes is going to the Fallout New Vegas celebration in Good Springs Harbor. I heard about that. That's pretty awesome. One year I'll probably go to that. Not yet though. Not quite ready for that. More than a face reveal. That's just full self reveal. I have met quite a few people IRL who know me from my King Gath moniker, and I've never asked, but I should ask if any of them... Oh, what is this? There's a tank and some gunners? If any of them were disappointed that I didn't have overalls. That was hilarious, that death animation. Just kind of stood there for a second. Oh, whoa. Oh, gotta collect our patrolman sunglasses. Preparing for our future KG army. Wait, where's the other person that did the silly death animation? I think it was this person. Okay. Really, the guns are fake and Fallout 4 is just a play. Fallout 4 is so much fun, though. Anniversary edition, of New Vegas? Or a Fallout 4? Yeah, that'll be interesting to see if they do anything with it. I would just like to see them fix the silly face texture bug, because it seems to cause a lot of crashes for folks, and then the power grid crash, which I have submitted so much information to them, and I've bugged people that I know there several times, like, please, 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 have someone fix this. It's brutal. Because, man, if they could fix the power grid corruption, they would... Sim Settlements would become so much more playable on Xbox. I don't have high hopes, though, because I know that fixing deep bugs like that is requires a lot more resources than we anticipate, because then they have to put a lot of stuff through QA again. Fix the bugs in Chapter 3. I'm getting there, Jaxie, and I'm slowly getting there. That's what this playthrough is all about, fixing bugs. So we're going one chapter at a time. We are toward the end of Chapter 1 right now, and we're about to pause actually and go fix some bugs. Fallout 4 with Starfield says, yeah, that'll be nice too if they find a way to increase the mod space for Fallout 4. That would be amazing. Yeah, Starfield has a crazy amount, but they need it on Starfield because the assets are so huge. We're working on something right now for Starfield, and it's crazy how fast we filled up the space, because there's also a limit on individual mod uploads for Starfield. And like we ripped through that space real fast. Oh, I forgot I already gave this settlement. I already populated it. All right. Oh, we got a new settler over here. Oh, wait, no. That's Franklin. All right, that's right. The Powells came here, too. So we've got just the whole gang here. All right, then I really should have sent them to a different settlement because now we're going to be just looting Sunshine. There's going to be nobody left. Whoops. Oh, well, we'll decline when they try and build. Sorry, Stodge, I lied about you getting to do what you want with the ASAMs.
Pull those thumbs out and grab a hammer. Let's see if these ASAMs live up to all the hype.
Yep, we already know about city
remember the
plans.
last time I had clean fingernails.
Would you look at that? The ASAMs worked exactly as you said.
Oh, mother blackface.
I suppose I owe you an apology. So, sorry. I think
Come
you've
on.
given us the
Chill
fresh
it.
start
Chill,
we need.
chill. Okay, well,
You can count-
here's here's another bug we're putting on the list. Stodge. Stand still. On outro conversation. Alright, put that on the list. Alright, we'll toggle over to CK mode just a moment here.
Thank you for everything.
Huh?
Too many is sleeping rough. Let's get down to some more places to sleep, shall we?
You get to it, old Paul.
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at it.
Hey, we'll take the level up. Thank you, thank you. Where are we at? Level 24. Do we have any new perk levels or any coming up? I remember that at 31 we need multiple. 34 we need multiple. Okay, so this is a freebie. So I gotta remember what I'm trying to do with this character. I mean, I've taken pretty much all my standard fare perks. All my favorites. Okay, I don't remember what I was going to do with this character. Does anybody remember what we said we were going to do with this character from week 1? It's not that important, but I'll just save the perk for now. But alright, let's make a save here. Save. Post. Whoa. Post MQ13. Which is the number we have for that particular quest.
Thank you so much for this. You've brought back something real special to the race.
Alright, now we're going to exit the game just so I can clear out the blackface bug. But also, we're going to switch over to our other PC here. Imagine not choosing Bloody Mess. Yeah, that I can't imagine that. Why would you do such a thing? That'd be crazy. Alright, let us... Hold on, I got to clean up my desktop before I bring you all over here. Okay, so we're going to be in Chapter 1. Let me bring that up. And then we got my list of notes of things we're going to mess with today. Hey, Brambleberry. All right. To the dev machine. The silent dev machine. Okay, so first thing on my list. Holotape at bad TFL. Well, let's go take care of that. So I think in this case, this is the one where we need to make it so that it doesn't make a duplicated one, right? So we need to go to our version of the cell. Oh, that's in Chapter 2. Okay, so I need to go to Chapter 2 plugin, which I have opened as well. Oop, click on the right thing. All right, let's go hijack BAD TFL. Okay. All right. So what we have to do here is we got to find the tape first of all. What is that called? Let's search for tape and see if it comes up. Not duct tape. Is it called a hollow? What's the quest that it's for, guys? I think it's for one of the DN quests, right? It's for Nick Valentine's quest, right? Or is the issue that we need to, is it the fact that it's only in the vanilla cell? Yeah, is it Any Winter's holotape? Is it that it's only in the vanilla cell and it's not in ours? Is that the issue? That we need to move it? Yeah, there's a big thing on our wiki where we try and track mods that are known to be problematic, or that you know, things that have things you got to watch out for. All right, let's see here. Here we go, Eddie Winter holotape. So I think the issue is, oh, we got this. We got two different things here. MS07, we are done hollow. So what we want is to basically move. Where is it? Right here. Okay, so basically what we want to do is move this to our cell. If you take it over, I think is what we really want. So what we'll need to do here is alias this. So what we're going to do is go CPD. I'm just going to make a, we're going to attach it to a script. So let's see, which one do we want to do here? I think Act 1 we have as like, it never shuts down. I think this is our kind of controller quest. But you know what, I'm going to do it just to keep it safe. We're going to go SS2C2 main. Yeah, here we go. All right, so we're going to basically put a reference to these, the Eddie Winter holotapes. And then if the player takes over or continues the CPD quest line to where BADTFL becomes taken over by the CPD, that we just move the holotape somewhere in there so that they'll catch up. So let's go into this script here. And you know what? I'm going to do something that you guys probably always want me to do. We're going to go close all to the left. Look at that. I did it. It only pained me a little to close all my tabs. All right. We'll survive. All right. Group. Oh, this is expansion main. Oh, I don't want to put it on this one because this is a this quest, or this script rather, is like one that we use for all of them. So I need to put on a different quest. All right, let's do MQ Master. I think we have. Here we go. Yeah, this one we can do. Yeah, we're playing Notepad++. You're just in time for the greatest game of all time. All right, so we need object reference, property. All right, typing is going to be hard for me. I've been using a laptop keyboard for the past 10 days. Let's see here. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab that name. And we'll go ahead and move both of them. It's not necessary, but we might as well let people have all the lore. I don't think you need both, though, for the quest. I might be wrong. Maybe you do need both. Okay, so then we're going to go in here, and we're going to go... We need to see what stage it is. All right, which stage does... Oops, wrong one. CPD. Okay, we need to go CPD. I need to know which one enables the... where we switch over. I think it's Act 3 starts it. Let's find out. Okay, no, it's not the beginning of Act 3. Oh, because at the beginning of... So when you first come to there, it's Elisher is in there, and Elisher is in the vanilla cell, I believe, right? It's still all messed up in there. Which means that we don't actually switch it over until here. Let's see. Clean Act 3 timer. Move actors. Let's see here. What does this function do? Okay, moves all the actors, equips everybody with their outfits, post finale enabler, hijack. Okay, here we go. Perfect. So we have this. We actually have this function in this quest. So that is perfection. So there's already this function right here. So we can basically do it here. So we can do something like this. So we just go, all right, move Eddie Winter holotapes. So we do something like if, all right, we're going to go object reference, tape ref. And we're doing this because we are, actually, no, we don't need to do this because we're doing object references, right? Yeah, okay, we don't have to do get ref. Okay, so we're going to just go if it's not equal none, in case there's something wrong with it, and we need to check. All right, hold on a second. I got to put you guys on standby for a second because I need a access to the Papyrus wiki to make this a little easier on myself. Just a second. Here we go, the UESP. All right, so I just want to look up and see. I believe there's one that's like get parent container, something like that. Oops. All right, object reference. Let's see. There's something with container. Get container. Here we go. Get container. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to check is did the player already loot this thing? So if it does not equal none and dot get container equals none. So because if it's not none, that means the player either looted it or actually, you know what we should do? We should check the location because I guess there's a chance that they looted it and it's not in a container because they dropped it on the ground or something. So we should just check the location. So let's see, what is the location of this place right here? All right, we don't need this quest. So let's go bad TFL, edit the cell, and the location is bad TFL location. Now we need to look at is ours also using that location, or did we make up a new location? Because if ours is the same one, that won't help anything. Well, no, that would still work. So if the location is still here, we know it's safe to move it. That's fine. Because, yeah, even if if ours is the thing. Worst case scenario, we run it twice. That we, yeah, we can do that. Okay, so we need a location. And it is BAD TFL location. DTFL location. All right, so then we're going to go get current location does not equal, no, we want it is equal to. So that is, it is there. Then we will move it to our other location. So we'll say, we'll create a container in our version, then we'll just stick them in there, or we'll grab a container. We'll find like a file cabinet or something. So we'll put Eddie Winter holotape cabinet or container. I don't know if it'll be a cabinet. Container ref dot add item, and we'll put this in there. And then we'll do the same thing with this, and we'll just switch these. So badoop, badoop, badoop. There we go. So now we need to define what is this container ref. So we will just do another object reference. Here we go. Now we got to figure out what container we're going to use. All right, let's compile this script here. Okay, so I picked the vanilla cell. It was there. Yeah, we don't move it currently. It's a matter of I think the bug people often report, oh, I hope I didn't crash CK. The bug people report is they don't realize you can go back to the vanilla cell. And honestly, I would prefer if people never felt the need to, right? That switch that we put on the outside where you can activate the little buzzer and switch it to the vanilla cell, that's kind of like a means to an end. It wasn't really meant to be something we hope people use. It was just kind of like, hey, if another quest has a thing in there, we don't want to like screw you over and make it so you can't do it anymore. So it was just kind of a backup plan, especially for other mods. We want to be compatible with other mods to make sure you can get in there, because a lot of other mods use some of the same locations we do. I mean, that's kind of what the Story Wealth pack started out as. Is the people wanted to find an immersive way to solve all these conflicts. Okay, so we need MQMC2. We'll compile this guy. Death to dark mode. I love my bright mode. So it's actually funny because certain software I think as I get used to it, and then I don't want to change. So for example, oh, Oh, that's weird. It didn't refill all of them. For example, Discord I use in dark mode because it just started at dark mode, and I don't remember if it had a light mode originally, but I've just gotten so used to it now that I don't think about it. But get out of here with those misty things. Here we go. Got the Eddie Winter holotape. Let's find the We Are Done one. And we'll point to that. There we go. All right, now we need to go to our cell. And we'll designate. I think there's like an evidence locker in our version of the cell we can use. All right, let's hide all these markers so I can see a little better. All right, this looks like the place where they all sleep. Is this our... Yeah, this looks like an evidence area. Weapons and such. So this seems like a good enough place to stick stuff, but we need to figure out which of this stuff stays hidden, because clearly there's like this fat man clipping through here, so that thing's clearly hidden. Okay, those look good. Is this container... Is this fake? No, this is real. Loot... Okay, there we go. Actually, we're going to change this. We're going to rename this thing. We'll go ahead and change it out, because this is using some random loot chest. And we will call this SS2C2, oops, CPD. We will call this evidence trunk. I'll rename it. Uncheck respawns. Okay. I know that should have swapped it over, and respawns is unchecked now. So now if it gets moved over there, it won't reset, because you don't want this to reset with the cell. And then we'll go ahead and bop this in there. There we go. Got our evidence trunk. There. So now when people swap over, so when the hijack bed TFL starts, it will move over the holotapes. Now that will work for people who haven't done it yet, but I need to set up something for a patch, so people who have already gotten past this. So let's see here. Is there a way? Okay, so we should be able to check that see what state the hijack is in. Okay, so we'll use this. And we'll make sure that if the value is already 1, we can run all of this code as well. And actually, so let's codify this. So we'll go function move Eddie Winter holotapes. There we go. And then we'll call that from here. So now we can run this code when the player starts up this patch. So let's see, handle install. There we go. All right, what version are we up to? We are up to int I version. I don't actually remember. Are we on 3.4.6 now? I think 3.4.6. I'll have to look up the version number. If I installed version is less than I version 3.4.6. Am I wrong? Is it 3.4.6, guys? Are we on? Do we have 3.4.5 out there? And then we do this, and we say dot get value. So basically, if the cell is hijacked equals 1, then we move the winter holotapes. So this will basically make it so that if for some reason the player has already gotten CPD that far, hasn't gotten the Eddie Winter holotapes, they will move over there now at the start of a save that loads out as soon as I fix this version number here. All right, hold on just a second. Let me put you guys back on standby just a second. I gotta open up another browser, and I have no idea what I last was doing on it. Okay, let's see here. Where are my patch notes? Here we go. All right, patch notes. We are up to 345 is the current. Cool. Okay, so the number is 143 for our number, and we'll start adding these patch notes. So Eddie Winter holotapes in VADFL will now be moved to the CPD version if the player completed CPD quest line without looting the tapes from the base game version of the cell. So this won't affect, if you loot them, it's not going to move them. This is just for people who complete the whole CBD quest line, don't loot them for some reason, and then they can find them still they'll get moved over to this chest. And it should automatically update with objective markers and stuff, so you'll be able to find them. And I think with chests, most people are pretty happy to go grab loot too. So I left other stuff in there. Hiding my Jake CBB mod. You have no idea how happy that would make a lot of people if that were true. Okay, so there we go. So that's our first thing on our list. Checked off. All right, next one that I want to try and fix is the Nightingale cache containers. So right now, the way we do them, is this it? No, this is their inventory. Oops, sorry guys. There you go. Forgot I left you in that screen. Okay, so we need to go to, I don't remember what these are called. Is it NQ? Stash box, are these it? Yep, this looks like it. Nightingale medical cache. Okay, so you can see with these, we just used a vanilla NIF file. And what I want to try and see is can I, so normally I would just edit the NIF, but that will then cause us to have more file space used on Xbox, which we don't do anymore because they have no room. So let's go to a random usage of it. Let's go to Concord, because that's an easy one we can go test. Cross is missing from the Fort Hagen Nightingale cache. Okay, we can fix that as well. But first I want to see if I can figure out how to make it so that they correctly attach and move. There's a little attach thing you can do, and it's supposed to make things animate together, but I don't know if it works with containers. So it might be that the solution is just going to be to like put it on the front instead of on the top of the box. But I would like to have it work on the top of the box because it's very noticeable then. Okay, so it looks like, hold on, let me undo markers. That was weird. When I twisted it, it's like the plus disappeared. So I think this is actually a decal. That is probably why it's not working even if we attached it. But let's try. Let's see. Let's go to, there should be an attach ref here. We're going to try and attach it to this. Okay, and then we're going to attach you. I have no idea if these will work with attach. I'm guessing, yeah, they don't even have an attach option. Okay, so then we're going to solve this with, okay, let's detach that. That makes sense that you wouldn't be able to attach decal things. All right, so we're going to go up to none. Okay, we're going to grab these two. And we're going to go, oh God, why did that do that? Put it on global coordinates. Okay. All right. They're rotating together, but they're rotating together very awkwardly. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to have to do one at a time here. So get this thing local. Hold on a second. We can do a angle snap. This thing right here. Make it rotate. There we go. And 45-degree increments. Slap you. It's very awkward to do with this. Oh, you know what? Pink. There we go. Problem solved. All right. Let's go ahead and get this kind of stapled on here. And we'll shrink this down just a little. We don't want to cover up that latch. There we go. And then we'll take this guy. Rotate it 90. Oops. Ooh, the local coordinates are hard to use. There we go. And then I don't like that there's no white space there, so it's just going to drive me nuts from a design standpoint. So let's give it a little bit of space. And let's hide you. There we go. So not quite as noticeable, but at least it won't clip through, which is what I really want right now. All right, so now we're going to take these two. Excuse me. I'm going to see if we can create a pack-in. Can we make, well, actually, let's save you. Create pack-in, and we're going to call this Nightingale Cache. Oh, SS2C2 pack-in, Nightingale Cache. Okay. Now, we should be able to replace those as we need to. I don't know if we can actually replace them like with a find replace. If you can replace with a pack-in. You can in Starfield, but I don't know if you can in this. All right, so now we're going to run around and do all these, and then I'm going to have to leave myself a note to clean up all of the location records, because this is going to create all sorts of dirty edits. So whenever you're doing stuff in the game world, like out in the Commonwealth, anything, any little tiny thing you edit creates a lot of dirty edits, and so you need to use Xedit to clean up your plugin, or you end up with all sorts of crazy conflicts with other mods that you didn't expect, and you'll break a lot of precombines. It's really a mess. This is one of those things that a lot of new modders, because there's no way you would know this, and the CK doesn't have any great tools to fix this. It has the ability to fix it. I can show you how you do it in the base game. It's really kind of obnoxious. So if you end up with dirty edits and you don't want to use Xedit to fix it in the base game, you have to go to this screen. You go to, like, you're opening a file, go to details. We're going to say no to the empty list. Yes, we want to display strings. And you basically have to find all of the edits that you did from this list here. So you have to figure out which ones they are, which I couldn't even tell you which ones they are. And you have to click on them, and then you can push delete, and and it'll ask you if you want to mark them as ignored. Really obnoxious. Whereas Xedit has like a quick, clean functionality that's real easy to use. So I want to remind myself, clean files before. I usually do this anyway, but just it's really important that I don't forget. So leave myself another sticky note for that, because we're about to punch a whole bunch of cells here. Oh, look at this. The decal is like disappeared here. Or maybe it's not rendering because the cell's still loading. Just be patient. Just be patient. Ah, there it goes. Yep, we're being impatient. Okay, so now let's try and find out. Let's try our pack in here. Where is that at? Here we go. Okay, let's see if it's easier to adjust this manually or just drop this in. Because what I'm thinking, oh, actually, let's see if, can we swap, oh, wait a second, did I do, I didn't do the whole cache. Okay, so what I want to do, okay, first of all, we're gonna go back to, okay, no, we'll fix one of these and we'll update the pack-in. I really want to see if I can get this whole thing into a single pack-in. That would save me so much time. All right, let's rotate you, shrink it down, bring it forward. Alright, then we bring you. Oh my god, this is hard to nudge. Nope, still not perfect. Hold on a second. Can I do... Ah! What happened? I pushed a key on my keyboard by accident and it went crazy. Alright, hold on. Let's see if we can do from here. We'll drop it down. No, we want to drop it down like a half unit. So we'll do the 4. There we go. All right, now let's try and pack in all 3 of these. Create pack in, and I believe if you use the same name, it'll ask you to replace it. Okay. All right, so then we have to do, we'll name this one delete, and we'll just nuke it. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's fine. And then okay. There we go. Okay, so now we have that. So now I'm going to go to the next one. Go to this random wilderness, and we're going to see if we can do a find replace with a pack-in. I've never tried this before. Yeah, unfortunately, the discussion about changing them to a different model is, we're just trying to save space on Xbox, because Xbox players have no U room right now. If we ever get a size increase from Bethesda, if they ever like up the mod limit, we can do all sorts of stuff. The first thing I'll do though, if they do that, is give them SS2 extended, because there's so much cool stuff in there. All right, let's see if pack-ins show up here. My guess is no, because I just don't think Fallout 4 is built for that, but man, if it works, it'll be cool. I will have to be careful with deleted references. Is another thing, if you're a mod author, is if you have a released mod and you need to clean stuff up, don't delete things you put in there, just hide them. So like, if I need to swap this, I will grab this arrow and this paper and just drop them well below the world so that existing saves don't get messed up. All right, so we're going to go to... Okay, it does show pack-ins here. How about PKIN? Okay, it's there. Let's see what happens. Okay, no, we can't do that. No to wish to continue. Okay, cancel, undo, stop. Okay, well, unfortunately, I did not save before I did this, so we have to close this out and not save, because I just busted a quest otherwise. So bear with me a minute. And we will come back to that one. Hopefully I didn't lose too much work. Some of the, hopefully the CPD stuff saved. At bare minimum, the script worked. Is fine. It's just a matter of, but all that Nightingale work I have to redo now. So that was a failed experiment. You cannot replace with a pack-in without causing some issues. So good to know. Fix your Chrome Nightingales. Yeah, well, yeah, that one's a weird one. I don't know. That one, I don't know how to fix. I need to get somebody else to fix it. So that is just a matter of putting it on the right person's task list. Okay, there we go. Chapter 2 closed out. So yeah, the Chrome Nightingales I can fix without the without more space. That is just a matter of asking the right person to do it. All right, I have another one on my list. The next one on my list I actually don't know how to fix. That's another one I got to assign to somebody, which is Ruby Thompson's gloves have some weird clipping. That is not something I know how to do. But I do have a couple of Quest 12 things we can mess with. All right, I'm just going to start opening up Chapter 2 again, and then we'll pivot over to MQ12 stuff, and we'll come back to this Nightingale stuff while we wait for this to load. All right, so I have SS2 loaded in a different window for Chapter 1. We're going to go to Quest 12. And there are two things that I wanted to do. Is I wanted to move some of the scenes. Because right now I think we have Jake just kind of milling about, and I need him for certain scenes to stay in a certain area to make it a little easier to handle. So I think it's this one. Let's see. Okay, so I think it's this one where he complains about where the lights are going out. So this scene, before we get to this, I want him to be hanging out downstairs instead of upstairs. So right now he tends to go upstairs all the time, so I gotta figure out what package he's using at this point. So we're gonna look at the stage here. So we're saying that we're looking for around stage 100. So we're looking for kind of before stage 100. So let's look at that. Quest stages, 80, 90. Okay, so this section, so like 70 to 100, we want him to have a special alien or a special package. So let's look and see what AI packages we've given him. The alias screen in the Fallout CK is atrocious. Okay, so right now he has a bunch of generic packages. So what we'll do is we'll create him a... I'm sorry, he's only got this one. Okay, he's only using MQ1 set, which means the rest we're probably doing through... yeah, how are we doing that? They must be done through scenes right now, which is risky. It's a way I used to do it, and I don't like doing it this way that way anymore. Because he ends up getting stuck in a lot of places. So we're going to just make him some new AI packages. So we'll go back to Quest Aliases, unfortunately. I got to wait for this to load again. But we're going to give him some new spots to sit. So what I'll probably do is just make use of some of these other scene markers that we have and just let him use some of those. Let's see here. Jake Scene 08 marker. What is that? That's the work. That one I'm happy with. He needs to be upstairs at one point, but we need him downstairs for the earlier ones. We have the near hardware entrance conversation point. The radio chair markers. We have Old Paul and Hubert, but those are just kind of standing markers. They're not really working on anything. Let's see here. Yeah, I want him to be doing something here. I guess we could just have him, I could give him a sandbox package that's very small, and that's centered on one of these markers here. I think that's what we'll do. So we're going to go to new under package data here, and we're going to go SS2 pack MQ12 Jake downstairs sandbox, and we'll give him a sandbox package. Whoops. And we're going to make it near. We're going to have to link him to something. Yeah, we'll just make it near. We've already got him linked on this scene 00 marker and stuff, so we'll use that. So it'll be a linked reference. This is to link custom MQ01. And we're going to keep it a really tight radius because we don't want him, because if it gets too high, actually, you know, we can limit the height, and that way he won't. So we'll allow the height will be, we'll say 32. So we'll keep it really low, so it's going to be on the same floor, and then we can expand the radius a little bit. Now, hopefully that will keep it so that he's down low. What we don't want him to eat, we don't want him to go to sleep. We found a bed. He can use idle markers, can sit, can use special furniture. That's fine. We can allow him to wander, sure. Okay. So now we need to set up conditions. So I think we said, so get stage done. We want it to be, okay, we're going to say player told about screwdriver will be the on condition. And we'll turn it off. Once the player is asked to restart power, we'll turn off that package so that he goes upstairs. Because after that, we want him to go upstairs. I believe. Let me double check that real quick. Let's see. So the player's restarted the power. Yeah, and then we hear Mala getting attacked by rad roaches, which we want to happen up on the roof. So we want him to stay up there at that point. So there we go. So that should take care of that. Okay, so that should make him go there. Okay, and now we need to make sure that Jake stays up on the roof after that. So during the scene when the rad roaches are attacking, we need Jake not to wander away and not also to get sucked into combat. So we'll make another new one. Jake, stay on roof. And we'll make this a sit package. And we will point it at his linked ref, which is the scene 08 marker. Should be his... Actually, hold on, let me double check that. It might be the scene 07 marker. Jake and a fancy screwdriver. I don't remember. I don't remember what that is in reference to. All right, hold on a second. I need to go... I can't see it. Dang it. I'm going to have to reopen the... I'm pretty sure it's the 07 and 09. Is that right? Oh, well. We'll come back and set the target. We'll do the conditions. Get condition. Get stage done. Okay, so player has restarted the power. Actually asked to restart power. So after they're asked to restart the power, yes, we'll put them there. Duplicate, and then... And then after the player is told the end of their third story and Hubert and whatnot arrive, then we can turn off this package so they can stay in that until then. So there we go. So now he should stay on the roof. So he'll stay downstairs, and then once you go do the power, he'll go up on the roof, and then he should or up on the chemistry workbench, and he should stay there. So now I need to remember, I got to set this package to the right thing. It looks like 7 and 9 or 8 marker. Which one do I want? 7 and 9. That's near the entrance. That's not what we want. We want this one. We want the 08 workbench chemistry. So we can now get out of that screen and find those packages we just created, which are under character. Stay on roof. Actually, we'll call this stay upstairs because he's actually using the chem bench. And we need to change which sit reference he's going to use. Actually, I don't think I want to make it sit because it's really annoying when you're trying to talk to a character and they won't stop with the package with the animation. So we kind of just want them to stand near it. So we just want to do like a travel to, and then, no, wait, what is that? No, we want travel. There we go. Place to travel, near linked reference. That's what we want. We want him to go near the linked reference. This is to link custom. Oh, crud. I didn't look at which one it is. I got to go back in there and see which one is he linked to on that. All right, I'll go back to aliases here. Jake. Jake needs a sonic screwdriver. All right, I think he does often use the, because the only screwdriver animation we have is one of the Institute screwdrivers, so a lot of people are using that all the time. But yeah, his screwdriver right now is very generic. I know I did talk about the, we were cracking jokes about how Mala brings over a hammer, and we added the hammer a couple weeks ago, just as a little fun gag. I think we were talking about maybe renaming the hammer to be Jake's screwdriver. I think maybe that was the joke we were talking about. Okay, scene 08 marker is on link custom MQ05. So I almost had it right. I guessed 4. MQ05. All right, and then we're going to, you know what, we'll make it a, we can make it a sit package, and we will just make the scene override it. We'll make the scene interrupt it. That should work. So many immunities not aggravated because of those SM near Maul and Drain. Yeah, there's a bug in the current patch of SS2 where there are a bunch of locations incorrectly flagged as the as West Effort Estates, so that anytime you enter one of those locations, it flags all super mutants in the loaded area as your ally. I have a fix for it queued up. We did that recently, so that should be in my list here. Yeah, here we go. Boop. So in the next patch, that'll be resolved, which that will be in the next couple weeks. I'll put out that patch. All right, we need linked reference. Come on. Owned Red JOA taking Gatham doing the CBD quest line, but the BAD headquarters keeps respawning enemies because you're looking at disabling the enemy reset. They're respawning enemies on the inside, or are you talking about on the outside? Because there should be no enemies on the inside. Okay, so that should keep him up there. Create a new form. What? Oh, because I renamed it. You know, we'll leave it like that. All right, and then we go into our scenes. Okay, good. And we already have this set up. Travel, interrupt, sit. Actor flags, run only scene packages. Perfect. And then he's not using any package. So it should make him stand up from the workbench. Okay, so that in theory should make Jake do what we want for that. Yeah, are you talking? Is it during the quest? Is it after they're already the CPD have taken over? Because I can't really mess with the vanilla cell, which is where all the actual quests happen. Okay. All right. So now we can go back to our Nightingale plan. Let's see how bad things got messed up. This is to... Okay, our Nightingale cache is there. Is it the original one? Yeah, it's the original one. So I saved after making the original one, not after the update. But that's okay because we can't replace those anyway. So that worked out in our favor. So now let's do C2NQ under container. I'm going to rename this so just so I remember, so I can find it easier. Nightingale cache. Is that what it's called? Is that the... I should name the form the same as the label the players see. Medical cache. Yeah, that's fine. At least it has the word cache in it. Okay, so let's do use info. And I don't know which ones we did. I think we did the Conquered one, and now we can redo the other ones. After taking over location, there's enemies? That's weird. All right, let me do one of these, and then we can go check on that. Because I don't believe there shouldn't be any enemy spawn markers in there, so that to me would scream mod conflict. Yeah, outside of BADFL, it makes sense. There's a lot of vanilla spawns out there, but we're not going to mess with those. All right, so now we should be able to... What I want to try is drag this here. Oh, no. Why does it do it on such an awful angle? Okay, well, that pack-in idea didn't work. So, okay, so that means this is going to be painfully slow to do. So we're not going to do all of them. I'm just going to do a couple. Yes, I want to alter the object. We're just going to do a couple because this is going to take quite a while to go through and do all of them. I wonder if I can look at on here if I can look at the scale and stuff. Does it let me see any of that information? No, that's one of the cool things they do in Starfield. There's some really good things in the Starfield CK that I wish they would backport to Fallout 4 and Skyrim. Actually, I should note down what the scale is that works well so that I can Save myself some time on this. Alright, 0.17. Put this on my little notepad over here. Nightingale cache paper scale. There we go. And then we'll take you. Yes, alter that. And I feel like this is floating just a smidge. Alright, that's about as good as we're going to get it. Okay. Alright, so let's go to our BATFL and just make sure that there's no enemy spawns in that cell. Oh, we got to go to interiors. Yeah, the two things that it would make me think if you're seeing enemies in there would be either some other mod. I don't think any other mod would be editing our cell, so I would guess it would be more likely like AI behavior, like if you have something that lets enemies chase you between locations, something like that. Let's see here. I wonder if we can sort by type. I think I see a type column here. Yeah, let's sort by type. See if we see anything. So we got activators, ammo, containers. I would guess it's under. I guess it's listed under NPC. So it should be here, but it might be. Actually, it would be listed under actor, so it should be at the top. Yeah. So there's no. We don't even have any. Anything but CPD people, CPD officers in there. So I would guess that it's something that's allowing the NPCs to pursue you into other cells, something like that. That would be my only guess. Okay, let's see here. All right, so the Nightingale cache, I'm gonna like mark that as a to-do off camera because that's gonna be painful to watch me do that on all of those. For the Ruby Thompson gloves, I need to a note to myself to assign this to somebody. Let's see here. Okay, the MQ12, in theory we fixed it. We should test that though, because that could very easily have broken things, added those new AI packages, so we should probably test that. So let me package this stuff up, and I will meet you guys over in the game in a moment here. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go to my desktop in order to do all this, so you guys gotta go to the hidden screen for now. Alright, Fallout 4 mod files, package directory. Okay, now I gotta remember where I was building all of these test runs. Did I do it in the alpha folder? Nope. Okay, here we go. All right, almost done. And then, yeah, then the next two things I have on my list to inject or investigate are going to be, can we do something with the random encounters so we can stop random bugs fighting people when they're supposed to be doing quest scenes? Because it's really obnoxious. especially for people who haven't experienced it yet, because it just feels like, oh, am I supposed to be part of this fight, or is this supposed to happen? Like, it doesn't feel, it just feels very chaotic. Okay, let's see here. Okay, you guys bear with me just a minute. I gotta do a few more things on another monitor. There we go, and now I can launch the game and bring you guys back on. Oh, nope, nope. I almost made a mistake there. Almost launched the game instead of script extender. All right, now we can bring you guys. Oh, nope, I can't bring you guys back in yet unless I want to get dinged with copyright nonsense for the Fallout 4 theme song, because that's so risky to play. Which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to try and load this save that I named for myself. Work on MQ12 scenes. You wrote yourself a sticky note. And see if this is the one that we set ourselves up for. Okay, time to bring you guys back in game. Ding, 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 ding. Versal goes, how close are King to make a CNC RTS on this FPRPG? I mean, we've got the building blocks in place. We just haven't. We just got a lot of work to do to get there. Okay, where am I on the quest right now? Data. Return to Jake. All right, let's try giving. Let's do a. Well, I gotta grab the right mouse. Oh wait, this is not the right mouse. Hold on, there it is, there it is. Jake, evaluate package. How about move to player? Let's see if he, okay, let's do show quest stages. Let's do MQ. Done is stage 120, and I think we set up to 110 for him to do that. So we need to roll back further. All right, let's see if we got one further than this. So this was 20 hours, 53 minutes. Okay, hammer time in theory should be the right one.
You know what? You're right. Turns out this hammer is my screwdriver after all.
There it is. It worked.
Good work.
It worked on existing save.
Patrol or something.
Protect and serve.
That about ain't right.
You need some help.
You think? Tell you what, Slick. If you can find my screwdriver, I'll tell you who I was recording a message for. It's probably past time I told you anyway. Sound fair?
All right, let's see what stages are done now. Okay. So now we're about to have 50 done. Hold on, I'm going to go to my other screen really quick and see. So I remember what stages we did. So we said he should stay downstairs, if this is working, between stages 50 and 110. So let's see if this actually worked or not.
All right, deal.
All right, then. We have ourselves a gentleman's agreement.
I've not messed much with the height setting on the eye packages, so hopefully it works. Well, he didn't beeline it upstairs, so that's a good sign. I think you guys have all seen he just loves to go hang out at that chemistry workbench for whatever reason. Let's see what's he gonna do.
Take care when you're traveling. Commonwealth is a dangerous place for sure.
Maybe it's going into idle lines. Okay. Grab the screwdriver. Let's see. Wait, where's he going? Yeah, he was on the way to the stairs, and then the AI package was like, no, 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 no. Stay down here. Stay down here. There we go. Back to work on the Mark 1.
Hey, Hey, you found it. Thanks. Was driving me nuts looking for this thing. Okay, you held up your side of the deal.
Oh, there's something I gotta fix. Jake's broken beard. I know how to fix it. I have to find the notes on how to do it, though. It has been... go with the short version.
Give me the short version.
Jake's beard.
Sure, I could do that. So I come from a settlement that's quite a long way from here. Place called Sanford.
So it actually has to do with some of the mouths that you can select for the NPCs just don't work correctly, and they cause clipping with certain facial hair.
I met someone and had a...
Go on.
Well, I had a dog. What the... Oh, that damn
that's what else we were gonna do. We were gonna make the lights go out in the room right there. But if he's gonna hang out down here, we can make all the lights go out. Let's do that. All right, back over to the dev machine. Whoop, you guys slide over here. Okay, so far so good on the AI packages, but now let's go to the hardware store. It's the mannequins. Is he trying to run away from them, or is he attracted to them? I don't know what I'm missing here. Oh, CDMX just started some stew. Nice catching Gath. Hey, welcome. Hope you're enjoying your playthrough so far. We are working on cleaning it up, making it more perfect. As perfect as you can in this rickety old game. And I say that with much love. I don't think I could accept, like, if we ever got like a hyper polished cinematic Bethesda game, you know, like imagine like some of the modern single player like God of War or Last of Us, where like everything is a cutscene, or not a cutscene, but it's everything. I guess there's a lot of cutscenes in them, where it's almost like you're playing a movie. Like, I don't know if I could accept that mentally from a Bethesda game. I think it would be like, well, where's all the jank? Where's all the freedom? Where's all the random silliness that can happen? That's part of the fun. Okay, so we need to figure out what the light situation is here. So let's, nope. Oh, I don't know what I just clicked. There it goes. All right, so we want to see where the light sources are. Okay, so we've got a light right here we could use. And hold on, let's see what it looks like when I turn it off. Oh yeah, that would be noticeable. Okay, that one could be one. I think there's another one over here somewhere. I'm gonna hide all these markers, can't see anything. How about this one? Nope, I keep hitting the wrong key. Okay, that one's not as noticeable, but there does look like there's a light patch here from somewhere. Just got to find out where the source is. Okay, right here, these guys. Yeah, so if I set up all of these light sources to go off, even if we left the little light from that, just having the light flicker like that would be really cool looking. And even if I just turn it off. So what I'm going to do is we're going to come in here, and we're just going to do the same kind of thing we did in the CPD quest. As we're just going to set up some simple object references here. It's not ideal. Generally, you want everything to be reference aliases, but reference aliases are kind of messy. Oh yeah, see, you can see we actually tried to do power outage stuff, and it did not work great. So we're going to do group patches, object reference, property, power outage, lights. Okay, and we're going to do, so this is going to be interesting because we're going to need to only, because some of these, the way these are flat, I'm going to have to look at all the enable parents and stuff and see what these are tied to. So let me look at that real quick before we commit to this. Enable parent, initial, it is, so this one, interesting. So this one is set up as part of the initial. Okay, so this one gets enabled right away. And then these two, what does this one link to? This one gets enabled immediately. What about this one? Okay, all three of these are initial. So yeah, I should be able to use all three of these in, because I don't think, does this thing get turned off ever? It's not initially disabled. Hold on, when does this get used? Initial. Use info. Trying to figure out when these lights get turned on. I don't want to like turn them off and then back on again if they were supposed to be turned off. I think this should be fine though. All right, so we'll go ahead and do power outage lights. And then I think there's already a power outage in here. Power outage, here we go. Because I think that is what when we hear the sound and stuff is primarily what it does. So we do, yeah, we're doing the aliases. Where's the sound coming from though? That's what I want to know. So let's go back to the scene. Okay, so we've got something going on here. What's this A? I think that's animation. Yeah, patrol flavors. I don't know what that is, but we're doing some sort of animation. I don't see, and I wonder if the sound, is it baked into the thing? It can't be. It's got to be this. Stage 105. Let's see. What is stage 105? Power outage. Go down to there. Okay, we're playing a generator, failed sound, and then we're doing power outage. Okay, cool. So we can just make this part of the power outage thing. So we will do, and we'll just add another layer to this. Equals 0. I is less than length. Hold on, I'm going to change the name of this a little bit. We're going to call this power outage hardware store light refs, just so I remember what it is. Replace all. There we go. And then we're just going to go dot disable false, and the false just means don't fade it out. We want it to just like just go out. And then we do, oh, we need to do it like this. If AB fixed, we enable it, and otherwise we disable it. So we can just piggyback onto the existing code. And now all we have to do is render compile this script and point our new property to it. So this is MQ12. So this one I'm okay not testing because it's not going to cause any breakages. Our AI packages I want to keep testing because I'm worried that will break things. Or at worst, this leaves the cell a little bit dark. So, and it's not that I'm not going to test it. I'm just not going to test it on camera. I'll send it over to. What do you mean enable and enable? Oh wait. Oh, I see what I did. Forgot to do we're accessing an array, so we need to do it to the array elements. There we go. All right, and then we come here, add this in. And then we want this one up here too. There we go. And now we've got our 3 lights so they can actually turn off, and hopefully he's hanging out close enough to down here that you'll actually see it behind him on the camera. Okay, back to the game, or back to the game machine.
This is the 5th time it's stalled.
If something's wrong,
it's the old Pluto.
Okay,
Hey,
so now in theory, he now should wander upstairs where he likes to hang out. We'll see if he does it. Dog meat, get out of the way. We need to let Jake path. Or do we break him? Let's see what our quest stages are. Okay, 110 is set now. I'm going to go check our other AI package again. So 110 should shut down the downstairs sandbox and should enable this one. So we try and run an EVP on him. EVP is just evaluate package. It happens anytime the character loads. So in theory, when we come back here, he should be using it, but we can do this. I have a little function we made for this. KGUtil, trace package, and let's see what AI package he is using right now. 0F21. Alright, let me find my log files. Oops. My games, Fallout 4, logs, script, user. Alright, where is our utilities? Here we go. Okay, he is using package that ends in 454EF. I'll bring the game back up so you guys can at least see the pause menu. Alright, 454EF. What is that? Well, it's not the one we want. 454EF. Link custom MQ04 sit. What is MQ04 sit? That feels like the wrong thing. Alright, bear with me checking on what it is he's trying to do right now, because he's clearly struggling. Okay, so MQ04 link is the Jake Scene 07 and 09 marker, which is just hanging out near the conversation point at the front. So for him to be using a sit package on that is incorrect. We need him to be doing something else. We need him to be using the 05. So what is causing him to do this? Okay, here we go. So we have this scene that starts that has him run this package, and I actually just don't want to run that anymore. So we're going to see, where are we starting this scene from? I can just bring you guys over the dev machine so you guys know what I'm talking about. Dev machine. So there is this extra scene right here that we're running that's forcing him to do this package, which this package is incorrect. So one thing I can do is switch this over to MQ05, and that would help. But I really just want to get rid of it now. Now that we created the other custom package, we just don't need this scene. So I needed to figure out where it is being started from. Is it just coming from here? Looks like, yeah, it is just going over to that. So we can actually just delete this phase. Yes. And then we can change this to, I'm just going to add in unused to this, to the label of it, so that way if I ever come investigating, why isn't he ever using this package, and then hopefully I look at and see that the name was changed. Okay, so now that should take care of that. So he'll actually go upstairs. So this is probably going to be broken for our save until we get that patch over, but what I can kind of hack it here. There's a way to break this package. Let me find it. Okay. So what we do is we go set linked ref none onto link custom MQ04. Okay, I can't do none. Okay, so then we'll just go force link him up to this. Actually, hold on a second before I do that. It won't. What I'm doing right now, what I'm doing as a console command, it's not going to break anything in the mod. It's just for this save while we're trying to test stuff. So what is scene 7 and 9? What is scene 9? Scene 9 is the old Paul. Okay, so I don't want to break the 04 link because he needs that for that final scene, so I won't be able to test without it. So that means we do need to go back to our, we do need to update our little setup here and replay it real quick, which is fine. So let's go ahead and update this plugin. And bear with me just a minute here. Okay, grab this new file here. Okay, back to the Hammer Time save. And we're going back in game.
You know what? You're right. Turns out this hammer is my screwdriver after all. Good work. Now why don't you go patrol or something?
Protect and serve.
That thought ain't right.
You need some help.
You think? Tell you what, Slick. If you can find my
Right.
sound fair?
All right. Deal.
All right then.
Okay, let's see if he tries to wander upstairs again. Oh, you know what I realized? I didn't grab the script to do the lights, so hopefully this doesn't break now that I have a mixed plug-in that's different than the script. Oh, where you going, Jake?
Hey, you found...
Okay, he was tempted.
Hey, you found it. Thanks. Was driving me nuts looking for this thing. Okay.
Tell me the whole story.
Oops. Didn't mean
All
to do
right.
Right.
So,
hold on,
I
Jake.
come from a settlement...
No. I want you to go over there so we can see the lights. Talk to me. Come over here. Let's get him to wander a little bit. Okay, here we go.
Hey.
Now we'll be able to see
Hey.
the lights in the background.
You okay there?
Oh!
Yeah?
We found a way to break the scene.
Hey, Slick.
Interesting. Okay, well, that's good to know. We found a way to break things. So let's do SQS, let's do C2, or no. Rick. Q12. Alright, what did we break here? So we're on stage 100. And we managed to break the quest. Let us fix that. Alright, MQ12. So one of these scenes is not starting. So it is this one? No. It is... Here we go. This one. This one, what are its conditions? 100 is 1 and 110 is 0. We do have that. That is correct. And yet it's not running. Why is that? Okay, let me go check back in game and see if it was just a fluke. Maybe I just need to try harder.
Always a pleasure when you make an appearance.
Where you going, Jake? He's going to the church? Nope, he's just wandering.
Hey, you okay there?
What is happening here?
Hey, Slick. Yeah?
Jake, why are you broken? Okay, we're going to do a couple things here. One, I'm going to turn off Wander on the package because clearly that just allows him to go hang out outside. Let me do that real quick. Downstairs sandbox, flag. No, we want package. And I want to disallow wandering. Okay, there we go. And now I need to see what package are you running. Oops. KG till trace package 9020 F21. Okay, so he is using, what is this? C08B7. That might be the one we just created. C0B8, C08B7. Yep, that's our new one. So he is in this like wander package. We should be fine. He should still be able to start scenes. So let me check the conditions on the scene. Why is it not running? I don't see anything in here. Very odd. I have no idea. I see no reason why he shouldn't be talking to us right here. Oh wait, hold on. I might have found it here. Yep, here we go. Okay, so no, that looks correct still. Let me go back to game. All right, do we have stage? Yes, stage 80 is done. Yeah, whenever I tab out of the game on that computer, it shrinks down. I don't know why it does that, because on my other computer, it stays up all the time. Very odd. Okay, so I set it go to the long version, which is right here. Yeah, I don't see any reason that he shouldn't be starting this scene. This is very weird. Is there any other? There's no other actor in this scene. Let's see. Is in scene. Oops. 9020 F21. Says no, he's not in a scene.
Yeah?
Jake, why are you
Hey,
broken?
Slick. You okay there?
No.
Hey. Yeah? You okay there?
Why won't you talk
Hey,
to me?
Slick. Hey. Yeah?
It says you're not in a scene. The stages are correct.
Hey.
Hey. You okay there?
This is so weird. Okay, we're gonna try and reload. Let's just assume this is... It's just one-off randomness. Show all saves. Hammer time. Okay.
You know what? You're right. Turns out this hammer is my screwdriver after all. Good work. Now why don't you go patrol or something?
Protect and serve.
That bot ain't right.
You need some help.
If you could sound...
Uh-huh. All right. Deal.
All right.
He's tempted. He's like, but my favorite chemistry bench is right up there.
Working day's never done.
Here.
Hey, you found it. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you held up your side of the deal. I'll spill the beans on who I was recording that message for. You ready for...
Okay, hold on. We need to do mod POS X 10. Nope, other way around. Negative 10, negative 10, negative 10. There we go.
History of Jake.
Oh, I guess we're not going to see the lights go out anyway because I didn't copy the scripts, so that's fine. Short
Give
version.
me the short version. Right.
So I... And that's...
Sure. Go on.
Well, I had a dog. I named her Laura. What the... Oh, that damn generator again!
Okay,
If
what we're looking for
something's
here is just to see that
maybe I
he
can
goes
help.
upstairs
It's
in the
the
AI
old
package.
plutonium well. The generator that kickstarts the fission reaction. Hey, if you wouldn't mind, could you go...
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right, he's going up. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, I just realized I forgot to do something on that new AI package to stay upstairs. I have to check and ignore combat, because otherwise there's a good chance he's just comes down to save the day. Ignore combat, no weapon alert. Alright, adding that. Okay, so now we can at least see if he generally behaves here. Let's go do the downstairs thing real quick. Oh, do I have to have it in borderless to make it do that? I think I'm fairly certain I'm in windowed. Maybe not though. I haven't checked those INI settings in a long time. Oh, overkill.
Can't open it from this end.
Good job, Molly. I don't know how I forgot to unchain it before. Or is this my first time going down here? That's probably what it is. I'm just confused because it's been a while.
All is well.
Hello?
Greetings, sir or madam.
What are you doing down here?
This unit is patrolling.
Never mind. We're done.
Protect and serve.
Oh, did our gummy gum get added? Let's see.
Sweet.
Yes! And some wonder glue. Fantastic. All right. Perfect. Okay, I feel like that with the idiot savant there, this is a like little minor thing. Feel like it needs to do the little flash on screen, the that the silly level up sound. Can I do that from a script? I assume I can. Okay, hold on. We need to do idiot. Is that not in here? Savants? No. Let's see, is there gum in here? All out of bubblegum message. Okay, here we go. Okay, player get item bubblegum. Set shades generator repaired. Okay, yeah, we need to do idiot savant. Oh, sorry guys, I'm in dev again. Idiot savant savx.play player ref, and I think we can do the little what do you call it? The little thing on screen. The what is it? Oh, I need to go to here. I think it's under game. Here we go. Show perk Vault Boy on HUD. This is what we want. Oh, and we can even do it with the sound descriptor right in it. Okay, cool. So then I need to go and search through the code to find where this has been used. Script. Source. We'll check in the base game. I bet Bethesda's done this a few times. Search with Ultra Search. Ultra Search used to be the best. It sucks now, but if you still get a hold of version 2.3, it was amazing. Because you could search through script files or text files for data really, really fast. Okay, so they've used it for Well Rested, Nerd Rage, Idiot Savant. Here we go. Boop. Okay. So yeah, they do it exactly this way. Okay, perfect. So we'll do the same. Sound property, yeah. All right, we're gonna do. We're not gonna call it yeah. We're gonna call it idiot savant sfx. All right, then we'll do a slight pause. before we do the generator repair, so that you get the idiot savant thing to play. Let me put this under our patches. And we will compile this guy. To the maximum crab sound. Inappropriate time. Inappropriate time. But I can do it for you right now.
Maximum crabs!
Oops. Believe this is it. Actually, one of the nice things about Fallout 4 that you can't do in Starfield is actually listening to sounds in the CK, so we can double check and make sure we got the right one. That's our thing. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's head back up to. Oh, we got to restart the generator here. Oh, and get you guys back in game. Head back up to Jake. Alright, so I won't put the, some of this stuff is not going to go into the patch notes, but we can at least put in there that modified Jake's AI packages during memory lane to try and get more consistent behavior and less time standing in the stairwell. Man, I'm trying to remember the Jake's beard thing. It has something to do with there are a bunch of mouth presets you can use in for the player character. When you use them on NPCs, it creates problems. Now I have to find where we documented this somewhere. Somebody did the research and figured out exactly which ones it was. Like, there's only a couple of the mouths you can use for male NPCs that are safe to use if you want to give them a beard where it clips. This weirdly doesn't happen to the player. Alright, so Jake should be using the chem bench. And
got the generator humming again, I see.
He should stop shortly into the scene.
No fun trying to work in the dark. Now,
ironically, dark right here.
Oh, right. So,
we should put a light right up here.
And Laura grows up. However, me and her mom, Caitlin,
I'm just gonna do that while we're doing little minor things like adding
and when she'd stay
what do you call it?
Keep in touch. The radio. So,
little silly things like idiot savant sound effects. I can add extra lights.
But there's no response. Now, you gotta understand. Laura's the most punctual kid you'd ever meet. She was never late for anything. Naturally, I begin to panic a little, worrying if something bad might have happened to her. So I rush over to Caitlin's house and...
Do you need a minute to gather your thoughts?
Sorry. I was just remembering. You see, when I got there, I found...
Multiple hostile targets detected. Requesting backup.
Huh? Hostile targets? What is that robot?
Flee, 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 flee.
Oh, for crying out loud. Could you go lend the bucket of bolts a hand? As annoying as it can be sometimes, it'd be a pain in the ass to have to rebuild it.
And he's just going to go back to his chem bench. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. We want him to stay there, not break the scene, not try and jump off the roof. I like how the whole town is ready to help Mala. Where's the last one? Oh, there it is. What was it carrying? What? Ridiculous. Uh-oh. You broken, Jake? Return to Jake.
Hey.
Thanks for dealing
Oh,
with
there
that.
we go.
Now, let's see if I can finish my story. So I'm at Caitlin's house, but...
Okay,
turns out no
seems
one's
like it
there.
works. All right, so while we were letting Jake talk earlier there, I went ahead and added a little light right up here. Wait, are we in the... There we go. A little light above the chem bench. Seems appropriate. Let me expand the light radius of this a bit. Oh, no, that does not work. How do I do this? Up a little higher? There we go. There. Oh, wait, did I put it up on the roof? No, there's like a... Okay, cool. It's inside of there. So fortunately, because it's a non-shadow light, at least I believe it is. Hold on, let me double check that. As long as it's a non-shadow light, it will go through geometry. So it does not get blocked by this ceiling tile here, which is nice. Yeah, it's just a spotlight. It's not a shadow one. So that should come through right here. Actually, let me double check on the shadow status again, because I do see a shadow on there, but let's check here. No, it is a shadow spotlight. Okay, so then that's going to get... Oh, maybe it's not getting blocked right now because this is a one-sided ceiling tile, so it's going through. They added an interesting feature in Starfield where you can actually see where the light starts, so you can stick them up in ceilings when you want to get this wider burst, but you pull down the start point to below the ceiling. But it looks like because this is a one-sided tile, it's not actually being blocked, so that works out fine. I actually don't want it to be a shadow light, though, because shadow lights are expensive, so we're going to switch that over to a non-shadow version. No shadow. And that will help with performance in the area. Also make it much brighter. Okay, there we go. So now it'll be a lit area since we're going to have all these scenes here. There we go. Okay. Now let's pop back into
And
the
all the
game here.
belongings have been packed up. I rushed to Laura's room. No one there. All her stuff's gone.
Okay, so now we can go. So I think that's the end of the fixes we're going to do tonight. I want to go get the next quest started, though, so remember where we are. I have written down some other things I still need to do. Still want to try and do something to deal with that random encounter where... I'm sorry, when you start Who Can ASAM and the guys start fighting the bugs, I want to try and figure out a solution to that, but that is something that's going to require a little bit deeper dive than I have time for tonight. So let's get us at least set up so that we know what we're doing next week. And I also have, I need to make Stodge stand still, or Hubert at the end of, I guess Paul too could be. So it's basically whoever you choose as city leader, we need to make sure that they stand still while you have that final conversation with them. And then I got to assign fixes for some other things. So, and Jake's beard, got to look into that too. That's a good point, Sola Suite. I should set that light up as part of the linked things. Good call on that. Let me add that to that new script property we added. Let's do that real quick before we get back into the game and we forget to fix this. So let's go to our new light refs and we'll add our new light here. There we go. No problem. Okay, done. All right, back to game.
Post-war devastation. The sunrise.
Okay, let's see here. So I think we immediately started picking up the pieces. That's right. Oh, that's right. I was gonna start doing this quest line because I got a legendary. What do you call it? Yeah, legendary gamma gun, which we can attach the alien thing to, and it's gonna be just absolutely stupid. Which would be just fun to have. Meet Simon at the judge's place. I forgot we started that. And Brannigan's breeding. We're still missing... What are we missing? We're still missing razor grain, I think. Because I got the corn. Yeah, razor grain for some reason I just cannot find enough of. I've got one piece. Have you guys grown any here? What are you growing? No. Chickens? No, that's not helpful. What level is this one here?
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee.
Can't afford it. Oh, it's got an upgrade available.
Of course.
What are we missing for resources? Can't afford upgrade costs. Okay. Alright, razor grain. We'll have to wait. Alright, let's go ahead and listen to Jake's radio. Oh my god, look how many people are here. 26. I was just sending everybody to sunshine. Alright.
Calculating chance of success. Less than 5%.
That's enough out of you.
What?
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats.
Okay, that's a bug.
3 seconds.
Let's listen to the message, and I'm going to go check out why that was playing when we weren't listening to it.
Hey! Hey, you're never gonna guess what I just got running. The comm hub! You hear that? That's the sound of the Commonwealth suit. Ah! Huh? What? Oh! Oh! Come on! Oh!
You should know, people have been complaining a bit about the bed
You come and see
situation.
this thing in action, but seems the comm hub decided exploding would be a better use of its time. You should still head on back. Fill me in on how things went with those folks. By the time you arrive, I should have the hub up and running again. Just need to replace those damn tubes.
Calculating chance of success. Less than 5%.
That's enough out of you.
Yeah, I don't know why these radio calls do this, because we've set them up the same way as the vanilla game, which is where they're checking to see if the player's radio is on, and then sometimes they just run anyway, even if the player's radio isn't on. So that's just a weird vanilla thing. All right, check in with Jake. All right, you guys are saying University Point. I can get some razor grain. Are we over? Have we been there? University Point's down here, right? Or is it further north than this? Oh, that's right. And I've got those two quests are both way up north, which is nice. They're both together. Alright, we can go try and steal some razor grain over there real quick. We actually probably have... We should have another person now that we've proceeded through Quest 13. We should have 2 more people at Concord. Finch Farm has some as well. Okay. Alright, I see the University Point map marker down there. Nope, going the wrong way. That is not the map marker for it. There it is. There's a bunch of the same map marker, right? All clustered together. There we go. I think usually like... Yep, I say there's synths or something walking over here, right? Also, how the hell do we get inside? Alright, Brotherhood, get in here and take out these synths for us. Oh, hello. How long till that that thing crashes? Oh, where'd you go? There we go. Wait, there's still more? You pansies, get back here, Brotherhood. Razor grain. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Return everything Brannigan needs. Alright, back to Concord we go. Yeah, see the scripts is nice. I'm really appreciating it just for the actually remembering where you were pointing. Because it's oddly jarring to switch. And I think it is, it's obviously more realistic to like lose your spot when you're trying to switch to looking through a scope, but we're not here for realism, we're here for fun. If realism is fun, then go touch grass, man. we gotta have some silliness in our games. BOS battles on probation. Yeah, the vertibirds. I remember the first time I played through the game, I had a bunch of things written down for changes I wanted to make to vertibirds, and one was like make them die less frequently. And then when they do die, I want them to be like a loot pinata. I think they should just jump all sorts of stuff on the ground. Trying to get in this way.
Bobby keeps getting wrapped up in conversation with folk passing by. I might have to put a sign.
He's talking in his sleep about the Bobby.
Hi.
Wake up, we got razor grain
there.
for you.
You got what I asked you to get? Or did you just want to talk?
Here you go.
Hot damn. Now that's a hard worker. You see this, Bobby? They got the job done and never once complained about nothing like workers' rights or living wages. Well, that looks like it's about everything we needed. I thank you kindly for your hard work. Here's a little compensation for it. It'll take me a while to get everything set up, so why don't you swing by later for our grand opening deal? Buy 2 Brahmin for the price of 3.
Okay, do we get a completion for that one? There we go. And if we head over to the church, we should see some more flyers to grab. I wonder if it's... Wait, what time of night is it? Yeah, a little too late to show up for dinner at the Thompsons' house. The old 2 a.m. dinner. Wake up, guys. Wakey, wakey, need my bakey. Alright, let's see here. Oh! Don't mind if I do. Who do we got? Let's see. Ah, here we go. Is Caleb going to just be standing outside in the rain? That'd be kind of funny. What's the second one? That's the power of the written word. Okay, Allison and Caleb are both here. All right. Yep, there he is.
You must be that Volter everyone's been jamming about. The name's Caleb Saunders. I'm working on a case at the moment, and I could use a heavy hitter like you. Stop by my house if you get a chance. See you around.
It's so impressive to me that this is the same voice actor who did Sledrig. Like, wildly different. But I think it's the accents. I think I'm really impressed when anybody can pull off a good accent, different than their native. Oh wait, no, we don't want to go talk to Jake yet. We do want to go talk to... We'll get Allison's thing started. Allison's, I know, has a lot of weird quirks to it. I'm hoping we fix some of them. I remember fixing some things with the interviews. But I don't know if we fixed everything. This is what every woman wants, is a random stranger to show up and wake her up.
Is one compelling story. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hi. You must be the one who's been...
I just realized something.
In the Commonwealth. I just wanted to introduce myself.
I'll go check on something here while she's talking.
The Commonwealth's up-and-coming star reporter. I've just moved into town and I'm looking to set up a newspaper. Say, you're famous for helping people out around here. Could I trouble you to help a struggling journalist build a printing press?
All right, let's hear it. What's on your mind?
So you've heard of the Boston Bugle, right? Biggest newspaper in the country before the war. Well, my sources have told me that there's some schematics for a nuclear-powered printing press stored somewhere in the Boston Bugle building downtown. So, I need someone with your unique skills to go and get them for me. I can pay you with some money my dad left me.
Oh, sorry, not Caleb and Mansfield, Sledrig. I don't know why did I say Mansfield? That was a total screw up. No, it's Sledrig, or Caleb and Sledrig from the Bard's College. Mansfield is the same voice actor as Knox, which is also a tough one to believe. They sound wildly different to me. All right, I'm going to go check. So one of the things that I just thought of while she was talking that I want to go check is, did we accidentally make a copy of the bed? Because like her and Brannigan are both doing the same thing where they're talking in their sleep. I wonder if we forgot to flag the bed as a bed and it's just marked as like generic furniture.
I live for danger. Where do I sign up?
Well, anyway, thank you for helping me out. I can show you where the Boston Bugle building is on your Pip-Boy.
Okay, got a couple more quests here. Add to our list. All right, I'm looking at... Nope, they are definitely... It is definitely a sleep furniture. So that is just some weird base game bug that NPCs will just play idols while they're sleeping, which is absolute nonsense. Yeah, but that's what we're here for. little silly nonsense. All right, guys, we've got a couple of quests queued up, so I think that is a good time for me to end it. We will get all these fixes we worked on into the next patch, which I am anticipating will be either on the 11th or the 18th. It will depend on probably leaning toward the 18th because I would like to get some more stuff in. I haven't had as much time as I'd like to work on stuff, and there's just a backlog of fixes and stuff we need to do. So expect to patch the next couple of weeks, but otherwise I will be back on Sunday with some more Skyrim because I miss it. So thank you guys for joining me. I will catch you guys all on Sunday.